What's good, YouTube? Chris from Team Innovation here, bringing you guys my new Masked Hero deck profile for pretty much Nationals, honestly. And as you guys will see, this Masked Hero deck is completely different from your standard Masked Hero build. So you can go over every card in the deck and tell you why I run it pretty much. So without further ado, let's begin. 3 Shadow Mist, 3 Bubble Man, 1 Alias, 2 Goblinberg, 2 Summoner Monk, 3 Hero Lives, 3 Rhoda, 2 Ecall, 3 Mass Change, 2 Mass Charge, 1 Raigeki, 1 Book of Moon, 2 Forbidden Lance, 3 MST, 2 Dark Bribe, 2 Wing Blast, 3 Phoenix Chain, 1 Bottomless, 1 Vanities to round up the deck count of 40 cards. Extra deck is pretty much 1 Anki, 2 Dark Law, 1 Acid, 1 Koga, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Castel, 1 Blade Armor Ninja, which will get changed to an Excalibur when I get one, but Blade Armor is good right now. 1 Excidon Knight, 1 Tellarknight Bartholomew, 1 Constellar Diamond, Artifact Durandal, Pleiades, Windup Zemayo, and Tyrus, Keeper of Genesis. Now, as you guys see, this is not your standard hero deck. This deck plays more like the bubblebeat C3 Bubble Man. And the reason why I built this version of Heroes because I wanted something that can be different for Nationals, and I wanted to have a little fun and pretty much copy the OCG, which is why I have E-Calls and I have the Rhodas. OCG don't really run Mass Charge like that, but let me tell you what the success I have with this current build right now. As I said in my last video, I pretty much did great at 3 locals. I've went undefeated at 1 locals. Did X2 at 1 locals, that was 5 rounds, but I beat the meta. And then yesterday at locals I went X1, but I entered as an X1 and I went undefeated. So deck is really good, it's really solid, really consistent. Main goal of this deck is to do like the OCG does and summon Dark Law with Tellarknight Bartholomew on the field. Now what Tellarknight Bartholomew does, once he hits the field, he end phases equip Constellar Diamond, and that gives you access to any rank 5 over here that you want. Now typically you will go into either Tyrus or Windup Zemayo, Constellar Pleiades, depending on the matchup you're playing against. But typically game 1, turn 1, when you don't know what you're playing against, you go automatically into Artifact Durandal. Or if you know you're playing against Necros, automatically Artifact Durandal. And what his Durandal does, he's pretty much the American version of Cyber Dragon Infinity that I'm currently running. And I'm running for the first effect that pretty much, if it focuses, you could basically change the effect of a monster, spell, or trap to pop one of your back rows. So if you get this on Dark Law on the board, you don't have to worry about Dark Hole, you don't have to worry about Raigeki, you don't have to worry about your opponent doing anything. And against Necros, you can pretty much shut off any of their Necros mirrors. So that's, in all honesty, that's just retarded. In the game at local yesterday, I had this in Dark Law first turn with like some back row, and it was a CG, the opponent couldn't do nothing. And what's also great is the fact that I'm running Dark Bribe to back it up, so that's double negation right there with Dark Law, locking your opponent out of the duel. Now this build is also different because it's more control-y than trying to just OTK, see the limited extra cards. These are the only things they really want to go into. Excidon, Abyss Dweller, Castel. The 2 Dark Bribe is good because, you know, with Dark Law and Dark Bribe, it pretty much makes Dark Bribe's cost not a cost. So it's pretty much a free negation. Yeah, your opponent gets to shift through their deck, but if you stop their key cards, like, let's say a Necros, maybe we got Dark Law on board, or just a big play in general, it puts you ahead. And a lot of you guys are wondering why the Wing Blast is in here. Wing Blast is strictly in here because it helps unclog hands. Like, I do run triple Bubble Man, so sometimes they may clog, and sometimes Alias clog. You can pitch, use Wing Blast, pitch one of your heroes to unclog the hand, and you can also use Wing Blast to pitch Shadow Mist and get a free search off, so making your Wing Blast not free. And if you want, you can pitch a Mass Change, and Mass Charge it back the following turn, or you can pitch a hero and then Mass Charge. It helps to pretty much combo out plays. It was one time at locals, I had Bubble Man this was set, I ripped the Monk, so I had Bubble Man Monk, I Wing Blast the back row, Special Summon Bubble Man, drew 2, and it pretty much helped me get ahead in the game. And Triple Hero Lives because why not? And I like the E-Calls because they helped me spam out Bubble Man to get the first turn Tellarknight Bartholomew plays. You'll be surprised how easy it is to make first turn Dark Law, Bartholomew, and that pretty much gives you access to all your rank 5s. Zemayo is really good for the Shadow matchup. Going to game 2 and 3, going first, you will always want to go into the Zemayo if you go first, because Shadow set On your turn, if everyone's running a mistake now, you can use effect, pop 2 back row, pop Shadow Monster with Dog on the board, pretty much game over. And Tears is just for the random instance where you can't, if you don't have a back row for whatever reason, you can go on Tears, so if they Regeki or Dark Hole, chain Talonite Hypothalamus effect, go on Tears, all that's just null and void. So yeah, this is my hero deck I've been running right now. Deck is really good, really consistent, and while it is different and weird, it will wreck shit and fuck shit up. Now, for the most dull part of the video, the side deck, so stay tuned. And this is pretty much my side deck. I'm gonna go over brief choices and tell you why I picked everything. 2 Black Runner Heavens, 2 Trap Stun, 2 Royal Command, 2 Mirror Force, 2 Imperial Iron Wall, 2 Shadow Wide, 1 Twister, 2 DD Crow. Now, you guys can see I'm not using Mind Crush, and that's mainly because, honestly, in testing with the current build I have a low hand count consistently, so Mind Crush ain't that great. So I took Mind Crush out. It was more dead than it was active, and not to mention, heroes naturally have a good Necros matchup anyway, so I felt like all I needed for the Necros matchup was 2 Shadow Ride and 2 DD Crow. DD Crow is good for the Necros matchup because it can hit the Degen lock, so if you open up this versus Max C, versus the Necros match, like, you can Max C them and they can still Degen lock you, you can still lose. But if you go into this and they do the Evolve chain, dump the Degen ritual, whatever, they try to play their ritual spell, you can chain DD Crow to get rid of the Degen target, and they're pretty much fucked at that point. So I feel like all I need for Necros is 2 Shell Ride, 2 DD Crow, and honestly it's been doing pretty good so far. So I'm really comfortable with this for Nationals. Another thing about DD Crow is I explained in my DD Crow card review on Paul at Team APS channel. Really good. I mainly run it for things like Breakthrough Skill and things like Para. So mainly it helps me out in my Burning Abyss matchup. It can stop them in the track when they try to loop their monsters. Stops Para, so they try to attack you. Like say for example, they have a lot of time to have Para and they try to crash Dante into Darklaw. While when they attack their Dante into Darklaw, you can chain DD Crow, get rid of the Para, and they're fucked. And yeah, so this Black Runner Heaven is really good against a lot of rogue, Satellanites, anything that likes the Synchro, Infernoids, and Ritual Beasts. And Imperial Iron Wall, really good because this deck pretty much auto loses to Infernos and Ritual Beasts once they get going. So Iron Wall is really mainly for those decks. This card is pretty much GG against Ritual Beasts unless they draw it out, and it's really GG against Infernoids. Trap Stun is mainly for all these trap heavy decks like Cleafor and etc. Anything trap heavy that gives me problems, Trap Stun will come in because this combo with Acid is wiping back row, and that's pretty much going to help you win the game, and it shuts off the loser turns and etc. Pretty self-explanatory. 2 Royal Command for the Doll matchup because honestly the Doll matchup ain't that bad right now, but just I want to have Royal Command in it just to ensure victory. And 2 Mirror Force for decks like, you know, that's Rogue, the Mirror Match, Cleafor, anything I feel like I personally need Mirror Force for. So this is my Mass Hero deck that I will be taking to Nationals. And oh yeah, the Twister because it helps this extra negation against things that run a lot of continuous stuff, mainly Cleafor and things that run Phoenix Chain, etc. So yeah, this is the deck profile, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned something from it. Once again, it's not your standard everyday hero deck, but from my experience with playing in Nationals and Rogue decks, the Rogue decks that are the weirdest typically are the ones that do well. So hopefully this deck will take me to a pretty victory. So all that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, show support. As always, comment down in the comment section below your thoughts about this video at hand. And of course, I do these videos to truly believe in help you guys become better players. And also do these videos I truly believe in you guys help me become a better player. Chris from Team Innovation signing out. Peace.